After connecting the computer to the PLC using one of the methods we talked about in the previous lesson, we also need to do a series of software setups in the Step 7 program and specify which method we want to use to connect to the PLC. To do this, we click on the Schematic Manager icon on the desktop so it comes up. After the Schematic Manager is up and running, the Step 7 wizard window opens up by default. This window helps us create a new project by using Wizard. We usually create the new project in Step 7 manually, and so we don't need this wizard window. Therefore, in order for the window not to open up here again in the beginning of our work, we just take the check mark off and then click Cancel. After closing this window, the very last project we had been working on always opens up. Since we don't have anything to do with this project at this point, we can close that too. Alright, to do the software setup, in order to connect to the PLC, we enter the option menu and choose Set PG PC Interface. After choosing this option, its corresponding window opens up for us. This is the window that we can perform all the necessary setups. In the middle of this window, there's a box with different ways of connecting between the computer and the PLC. For instance, PC adapter, MPI, is to connect to the PLC by means of a PC adapter and the MPI port on the CPU. PC adapter, PPI, connects to the PPI port on the CPU. PC adapter, Profibus, connects the computer to the DP port on the CPU. And when the Auto option is selected, the PLC can establish connection to the computer automatically. That is regardless of the connection of the PLC, either to the MPI, PPI, or DP ports. Okay, so some common options of connecting the computer to the PLC is listed here for us. Now, what should we do if the option we're looking for isn't listed here? In this case, we can click on Select so that this window opens up. In here, on top of the previous options we've had for connection, there's also a few new options listed. In order to add the new options to the old ones, we need to first select our desired option and then click Install so our desired option gets transferred from the left side window to the right one and gets added to the old options. If we want to omit a few of the options from our list, we first need to choose them and then click Uninstall so that the option gets removed from our list. So the method we've used here to connect the computer to the PLC is connection through the PC adapter and the MPI port. This means that we are connecting the USB terminal of the PC adapter to the laptop and its COM connector to the MPI port on the CPU. For this kind of connection, we need to choose the PC adapter, MPI. As we've mentioned earlier, when we use the PC adapter with a USB connector, we need to first install the related USB driver on the computer before connecting the computer to the PLC. In version 5.5 of Step 7, this driver gets installed along with the rest of the components of the software during installation. However, in order to double-check and see whether this driver has been installed on your computer or not, you can select About from the Help menu. After this window opens up, click on Display and choose the Components tab in this window and look for Schematic Device Drivers. As you can see, it's on here, so the USB driver has been installed on the computer, and it's the 8.2 version. Alright, so this has been the software setup for the connection between the computer and the PLC.